visit some brother out on my call. This is the moment you're meant to know.
Well, hello there, sunflowers, and how are you guys today? Well, I hope you guys are doing good. I'm here to do a reading on Tyla. I'm not sure if I should say the famous Tyla or the infamous Tyla, because at least over here in the States, her initial, how can I say this in the nicest way? Tyla's career originally started off great. Water, Make Me Sweat. Yes, it was. I still listen to Jump on repeat till this day. So I love me some Tyla over here, even though it might come off as I'm a Tyla hater. And honestly, just bring you guys forward to give an explanation for the day ones that have been here hearing me talk about Tyla, and for you guys that do not know, so that way you could just hear all my opinions and biases before I get into the reading. What really slightly turned me off towards Tyla is the fact that she went. I know I'm drudging up old stuff, but here we'll bring it up to speed, because this all makes sense for where she's going in her current direction. But originally, Tyla, she was at the Grammys. She didn't want to hold the award because it was too heavy, and she wanted Chloe Bailey to hold it. So since then, she has put a sour taste in the American music industry. She was already starting to get played out, because once you keep redoing the same song over and over again, same beat, different lyrics, you just become like a truly like a one hit wonder. But I get it. Maybe that's how Afro beats go. And if it's truly a music based, like instrumental based music, where it's like a certain tempo and certain I don't know like all the terminology, but like all the different stacking and layering that you have to do to make the instrumental for a Afro beat. If there's like certain requirements, it's gonna start sounding the same. It's just like EDM. If you listen to trap, if you listen to dubstep, stuff like that, they all sound the same. Why? Because there's certain requirements for you to be as part of that genre. Another genre, funk music. Funk, that has a specific sound. So therefore, Afro beats is going to have a specific sound. So therefore, Tyla's music is going to kind of sound repetitive, because Afro beats is truly a dance hall music genre, and that's heavy on the instrumental, and therefore it's going to sound the same. So in defense of Tyla, I can completely understand that. However, here in the American music industry, repetitivity does not sell. Even though the pop music industry is all about being mainstream, repetitive, cookie cutter, but at least that's different artists, different tones, different vocals. Tyla, she gives the same thing, same thing, same thing. She's starting to switch it up a little bit, bringing it up, you guys, to a little bit more mainstream, to show you that I have been following Tyla. She had a collaboration with Lisa from Blackpink, and that kind of went viral over the summer, especially with some of the dance moves. So because of that, people are starting to warm up to Tyla a little bit more. And now she has just recently released her EP, which is WWP, When We Party. There we go. I had to make sure I remember that. When We Party, WWP. Even the album tells you right there. However, she says that she is, how funny I happen to talk about pop music specifically, because she says that she wants to fight being a pop machine. And what did I say about pop machines? Being cookie cutter. And like she said in that same interview, that she wants to do something different, something fresh, something new, but still within the Afrobeats genre, but give us something different. Show us a different side of Tyla that we haven't seen. So that way we can see the versatility of Tyla and what she has to offer. Now, that is a good marketing stream. And also, it's time for a Tyla rebrand too. So, because of that, I think I have gotten all my opinions and biases out there. Still enjoy Like I said, I still listen to some of her music till this day. So because of that, eh, it's the snootiness, or like the uppityness, or I get it, it's the different cultures, like the African culture, so they say on the internet. I don't know, I'm not a part of that culture to know, or around people like that to know, but they say that Africans think they just have a bit more superiority over us African Americans of the United States. So because of that, right then and there, that cultural barrier, that cultural language, that cultural view already put her at a deficit here, especially at a different bunch of interviews. But anyway, I'm not trying to drag up Tyla. I'm honestly here to see how is she doing with her music out with this new EP that she has released. Is she going to sell? Is this rebrand exactly what she needed in order to make sure that her career could be revived and rejuvenated? Because Tyla is truly here and in it for the music. So let's just pull some cards and see. And you guys know, as you heard, I started off with an extremely positive attitude um, towards how I'm hoping Tyla's career goes. And I hope the cards can only affirm that this rebrand is what she needed in order to woo over the American music industry again. So that being said, let's just shuffle these cards. And wow. The first card to come out, flip out for Tyla, who is the Ten of Swords. But that's okay. That's okay. Because we're looking at her current career right now. And like it's like I've said, it wasn't looking promising. But this could be the fresh new look of her career. So let's find out what's going around the Ten of Swords. The moon at the bottom. Okay, I like that. I like that. The world card. Okay. Oh, the hangman. Please, 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 please. Okay, cool. The Queen of Cups. I was just making sure it was going to be another major arcana card. I got a little bit nervous right there for a second. I was on bated breath there for a second for Tyla's sake in her career. Who? Okay, I think honestly, I know. I like to bring out several different decks. However, I just want to bring out a fresh perspective for her outside influences because I have the major arcana cards to interpret. I just want to get a straightforward look into what could be influencing her career from the outside, like outside of Tyla, because this is so major arcana heavy. This is so inward. So when it comes to Tyla's career, it's not about the outside, it's about the inside. So for that, let's see what's on the outside. We have a pathway, but I feel like I'm not going to have any more luck. A magnifying glass. The star card, I didn't have any more luck, guys. And the bridge card, literally not a single person card in sight. I can't escape it. You saw me try to make sure I didn't dive too deep and heavy into this, but that seems like exactly where I'm going to have to go. So right now, Tyla, when it comes to her music career, she's at an end. She could almost, with the Ten of Swords, she feels slain, worn out, beaten down to the ground. What basically hit rock bottom. I'm not trying to be dramatic, but that's how it's like feeling. Hitting rock bottom. There's no future. No like what. So because of that, that was one phase of Tyla that she had to let go, let die off because it was not serving her purpose. So therefore, sometimes, honestly, you got to give people the benefit of the doubts. Cultural barrier, cultural shocks are true things. And I think that's exactly what Tyla went through. She realized Johannesburg and the United States are not the same. So because of that, she had to figure out how to adjust. And that's what I see down here at the very bottom, which is her foundation, but also what she's currently coming over at this very moment is phases. She had a different, she's coming out of a dark phase in her life because the moon represents phases, but it can also symbolize a dark moon. And because I see a bunch of darkness in all these cards, I mean, literally shrouded in darkness. And the hangman is also about going within, and the moon card can also symbolize going within too. So there's just many things that Tyla had to take in emotionally, do some inner work, some shadow work. Honestly, the music industry was like a huge mirror. I'm not sure how much I preach about it on this channel, but everybody in the world serves as a mirror, an aspect of yourself that you have to understand, learn to come to terms with, and accept. So there's some people that are going to trigger you, and for Tyla's sake, a lot of people just really was turned off by her. So she had to do some inside work, some inner healing, doing that journey and figure out who is Tyla and why do people not like Tyla. So therefore, she's like, okay, I got to give them the better side of me, the bright the sunny side days of myself. And in her past was the world card, and a completion of a cycle when it came to her career. It whatever she had did to get her into the very beginning, some people called her a plant. It feels like talking about like Ice Spice all over again, but there are just certain people that was just popping up around that time in the music industry where you're just like, where are they coming from and why? And how are they cultivating a fandom so quickly in this amount of span of time that they have came on the scene? So because of that, that was Tyla's story. And because of that, that phase, that chapter has now closed, and now it's a new chapter, a new phase, a phase that Tyla steers and controls and figures out where the next direction is going. So that's why she said she's not going to try to fit in and be like everybody else. She doesn't want to sound the same. She wants to give people something different, show that she is versatile and that she really is trying to truly be serious out here as an artist, no matter how much of the negative forces are trying to come up against her. And that's why she has to do that hangman, where she had to take some time, take a period out before she even released this album to figure out what is Tyla's sound. And every artist has to go through that. And we see here moving forward in her near future, we see the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups is somebody who could be weighed down, somebody that could be emotional, somebody whose career could be too much and could make you feel depressed a little bit. But just everything, I'm not sure. Maybe it's not the fix that she was looking for, but there are some still darker days and things that she has to push forward and move past before her career could evolve. This, like I said, it's just all about these different phases. She still has more things to overcome before her career can look even more hopeful. Because let's be honest, her album is 88 out of the top 100 albums on Billboard. Now, being on the top 100 is congratulations, yes. But her album has been out for about a week, 3 weeks. So within the last few weeks, she has released an album, and it's only been managed to peak at 88 out of 100. Congratulations, you're still relevant. But it's not like you're in the top 20, top 30, top 10, top 5. Where everybody's listening to you, where everybody is dancing to Sweat on TikTok. Have we gotten that yet from WWP? No, I don't think so. So because of that, therefore, it's something that's not quite vibing with the audience yet. But like she said, it's something that she wanted to do differently. Even though it might still have some of the same elements and same vibes, like I said in her defense, that's Afro beats, and that's just how the genre of music goes. All you can do is slow it down or speed it up. That's as much as you could do. That's as creative as a contemporary music piece is going to allow you to be before you're just outside the genre of Afro beats. So because of that, maybe that was that could have been also a part of her cultural shock that she had to learn, is that even though this is up and popping in my country and I want to bring it over here to America and show them a little bit of my culture and show them what comes from over here in South Africa, and then they just did not seem to accept her. It was kind of like a, maybe she felt like a slap in the face, like I was trying to share my culture with you guys and you guys didn't accept me, kind of thing. But then is the whole, like I said, she has some things that she had to work out for herself, that whole acceptance thing that she really needed to work out within herself. So because of that, we see here in her past, she had a pathway. She had to make a choice. Her career was at a fork road in the path. It was either choice A or choice B, or the red pill or the blue pill. It was just like, which path are you going down? Are you moving forward, or are you just going to stop with your music career? So she had to take the magnifying glass and, like I said, do some soul searching and do some inner work. That was her outside influence. These are her outside influences that cultivated her music career to be what it is right now, and for why she is at 88. And honestly, 88 is a transformative number, 88. So because of that, at least in that sense, she has something going for her numerology, in the numerology department, but also that symbolizes the fact that she really is in this transformative period, and this 10 of swords is the only card that symbolizes that, but the moon card does too. It's a phase, it's a shift. It's this thing that's still wondering and still peculiar about Tyla, is she still a for now, or does her career have longevity? And that is still up in the air, and that's something that she truly hasn't overcome. And that's her foundation, is that her career is kind of going through different phase shifts, and it's hard to build on something that's not a solid foundation. So she's going to have to really work even harder, search even harder, dig deep even harder, be stronger within herself if she wants to make it out in this industry. She saw how it can tear her up, so she knows what's expected of her, and she knows what's to do. It's either shape up or shape out. So we see here in the future of, with her career, is the star card. She's feeling hopeful. She's trying to look for some sort of navigation, some sort of guidance. She has done the inner work, has done the thinking through, and even though she has a company that she still has to abide to and still has to sell to the industry, she still has some creative freedom, but that creative freedom is still not paying out in the ways that she is hoping and desiring. But at the same time, it's still keeping her alive and focused. Like her eyes is still on that prize, on that star. It's like a guiding star. She's like, I'm not going to lose sight on why I wanted to become an artist, no matter how many things are coming up against me to keep me from being at the potential I was, or even better. And we see down here at the very bottom, again, still her career is at a bridge, transitioning from point A to point B. We haven't gotten to point B yet, because that's truly in the future. That's why I say her career is up in the air. Is there longevity in Tyla's career? We're going to find out through Mama Oracle cards, because other than that, it is looking like she's trying to remain hopeful. Like she's trying to do everything. Like she's throwing bricks and everything against a wall and hoping something sticks and lands. Something's going to touch the hearts of the people again and get them loving Tyla again. Forgive her of all her past mistakes and all of her dirty deeds and doings that she has done wrong. And remember what Tyla is supposed to represent. Exposing us to culture, exposing us to Afro beats. So with that being said, 3 cards. We have stress, I bet. We have a cat, okay. And we have spring. Well, interesting. First off, stress. Tyla is stressing out. We clearly see that with the Ten of Swords. She is kaput done. Her career has got. It's not like she wants to throw in the towels, but she's like that close to throwing in the towel. That's how close she's ready to throw the towel. And she maybe this is her last ditch effort before she says, you know what? Forget trying to be a artist in the American music industry. I'm just take my booty back over to Johannesburg and South Africa, where they're going to accept my talents and what I have to offer them. But here she's still seeing that like cats stab, they have 9 lives. So she's still calculating. She's like, all right, strike one. I still got some other tricks up my sleeve. Maybe she could be at strike two, strike three by now. Who many, depending on how you guys want to count her strikes. But she's like, I still haven't struck out yet. I still got my 9 lives to count my back. So I still have ways that I can calculate my way out of this and make my career a success. If I could just get, if I could just win the hearts over the people. And that's what she's stressing over. Can she win us over? And we see a spring card. It's gonna, with spring, things usually have to take time to blossom and grow. And that's the same thing that I keep getting, that I keep coming back to over and over again, is that it's up in the air. Tyla's career is going to be what she makes it out to be. She could just make it. And just when she's just getting ready to make it, she throws in the towel. It's just like that. It's just like that sometimes. So because of that, it's what Tyla makes it out. Can she stick out this ride and stick out the journey until the very end? Till, like they say, death do us part? Or is she going to like prematurely terminate her contract? Or is she feeling like she has to start? Well, she is on a fresh start, but she's hoping that her fresh start can gather the right crew and audience that she is looking for, a stable audience that she's trying to build, so that way her career can can have some longevity. But it's going to take some time, and it's going to look peaked at the very beginning. And depending on if she throws in the towel and how soon she chooses to throw in will determine on how far her career can truly go here in this country. But us Americans, we always have the final say too at the same time. So that being said, I hope you enjoyed this reading on Tyla. I sure did. It was very hopeful, honestly. I'm actually very impressed on this reading. I have some hope for Tyla's career, even though it's looking a little bit peaked. But like I said, it's going to take some time. Maybe she's going to, but just thinking about it when looking about, thinking about how Lady Crone and how long we've been on YouTube. And even though we didn't have a mega like blowout that people was like following us, and then we had like people dislike us, and then we like lost our audience, and then so we're trying to rebuild our brand again. Even though we didn't have anything like that, I understand the pain of having to wait for something to come to fruition in the physical reality, something to become tangible. You're working so hard, you dream it, you want it, it's taking forever, everything is coming up against it, you're just looking at it just like, why is it not growing, what can I do, all that. And it's just like, when do I give up? Or is this my dream and I truly want it? I gotta keep going. It's like the battle of the test of times. And that's exactly how Tyla's feeling when it comes to her career. That's why she's the cat. She's resilient. She's like, I still got 9 more lives. I still got a few more tricks up my sleeve. and I could definitely try to come out with something. I'm thinking this has not gotten the better of me. Just because I'm down does not mean I'm down for good. And that's what I love to hear. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this reading on Tyla. I sure did. But hey, leave your comments down below. How do you feel about this, Tyla? Did this reading happen to persuade you, and how you feel about Tyla? Let me know down below in the comments. I sure hope it did. Give this video a thumbs up, but more importantly, share this video with anybody that's into Tyla, or anybody that was a fan of Tyla and stopped being a fan of Tyla. If this convinced you and persuaded and moved you, sway this with somebody who could have the same effect too. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this. Like I said, leave your comments down below, share, and give this video a thumbs up. And please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. We really mean a lot to this channel. And with that being said, I will see you sunflowers in the next one. Sunflowers!